Welcome to Handcrafted by G.R. Broussard. I'm Greg Broussard, and today we're going to strip and sand and bring some new life back into these two benches. I'm just going to come at this with my regular arsenal, a card scraper, the knife with it sharpened like a card scraper and a paint scraper. And I'm just going to come and get the real flaky stuff off. And then we'll do the chemical, we'll strip it, and then in the cracks and stuff, we'll use the media blaster to get everything off. What's really cool about this bench is most of this stuff is jointed. There are some screws in here. Like all this is jointed in there with dowels. There's a couple screws down in here, right there. So these are dowels in here. There's some screws in this front area right here, but most of this stuff is jointed in here, which is really kind of cool to see actually someone spend some time and actually joint something. That's really nice. You can see this mortise and tenon. There's a gap in there. I would imagine when this was new, when the craftsman made this, that there was zero gap in there. So he probably didn't let the wood dry completely out before he assembled this, but I imagine that was exactly perfectly fit in there. That's a pretty nice bench. It's nice to see joinery in something. I'm just going to come back with these little sponges, and it's, I don't know what grit it is, but it's real fine. Some kind of sandpaper, and it's kind of flexible. And I'm just going to come and just slightly rough the surface to get some of the, when you spray it leaves a little, like a rough kind of surface. So I'm just going to come back and just real quick get that off. And then we'll wipe it down with water and just a rag, and we'll come back and we'll spray it one more time. I finished sanding it down, and now I'm going to respray a coat on there, one last coat, and we'll let it dry, and we should be finished with these two benches. So I'm not going to pour this whole can in there because I don't need the whole can. Need a little bit for one last little spray. Now this taping idea is not mine. I came across this on YouTube, and I can't remember who did this. Probably a million people, but it's a brilliant idea. Well, if you can get your tape to stay down, it is. And I just need just enough to finish finish what I scraped down. That's probably enough. The last thing I need to do to this is apply 5 stars. I've already marked it right here. I think this pen is a little bit too long, so I'm going to have to come back and cut these. And well, I don't know, it might work. I think the shorter ones. Now see, these, on the one of the shorter ones are too long, but the big ones, they're okay. So I'm gonna come back, I have to cut these shorter ones a little bit and then resharpen them. It looks like the larger ones won't go all the way through, so I think this is okay. I do have to drill a pilot hole though. As I'm looking at the stars, there's only one that's too long, and it's this one. They appear to be exactly the same, but this one has got a longer nail in it. So I'm gonna straighten it. I'm gonna only cut this one to whatever length this is. And this one needs to be straightened too. I'll just straighten all of them, but I need to cut one and sharpen not all of them. That's pretty awesome. Just need to straighten this, hopefully without breaking it. And the one I have to cut, might as well straighten it now. Got my distance from this one, so we're gonna mark it. Just like this. We'll cut that and sharpen it. We'll come through with an awl and put a starter hole for my drill bit. So I'm not, won't slide all over the place, you know, the bit. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of them. On the Texas flag, you always have one star sticking straight up, so you can't be putting it all anti-goggling and all kind of crazy. And I'm gonna eyeball that. And my brother Brian is the best master of the universe at all by eyeball construction. And I'm kind of nervous. I think I might need a bigger pilot hole. It's going in. Man, can I get it back out? Yeah, I can get it out. I'm gonna drill a bigger pilot hole. It's making me too nervous. Try one more time. The bigger pilot hole. Well, that's easier. I finished these beautiful benches. They came out really awesome. Ran into a few medical issues, so I couldn't finish stripping them all myself. I almost completely finished one, but the other one, I had to get some assistance, so I hired another shop. He's a good guy. I bring my stuff to him every once in a while if I need some help stripping stuff. And now it's time to deliver these benches. Turned out really nice.